regular meeting of the Milliken Board of Trustees for December 14th, 2022 to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Will the town clerk please call roll?
Trustee Beckman? Here. Trustee Dean?
Here.
Trustee Lane?
Here.
Trustee Meisner?
Here.
Trustee Wakeman?
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Ehrlich?
Here.
Mayor Austin?
Here. Thank you. Does anyone have any additions or deletions to the agenda?
I move we approve the agenda as, sorry, you pause.
We are going to remove action item listed on the agenda because it was not heard by the Planning Commission. The meeting on the 21st was canceled due to inclement weather. This item will be tabled until January 11th. Is that the correct date, Town Clerk?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let the record reflect we are tabling that item. Action item A. That was the public hearing.
Oh, action item. I thought you said, I'm sorry.
No problem.
I thought you said 11.
All right, now I'll take a motion.
I move that we approve the agenda as amended, removing item 10A from this meeting and moving it to the January 11th meeting.
Seconded.
Town Clerk, please call for a vote.
Trustee Dean?
Yes.
Trustee Lane?
Yes.
Trustee Meisner?
Yes.
Trustee Wakeman?
Yes.
Trustee Beckman?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Ehrlich?
Yes.
Mayor Austin?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you. Do we have any citizens' comments tonight? Anybody that would like to address the board? Okay, hearing none, we'll skip over citizens' comment. Move on to meeting minutes. Is there any discussion or comments on the meeting minutes of December 14th, 2022?
Move to approve.
Second.
Town Clerk, please call for a vote.
Trustee Lane?
Yes.
Trustee Meisner?
Yes.
Trustee Wakeman?
Yes.
Trustee Beckman?
Yes.
Trustee Dean?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Ehrlich?
Yes.
Mayor Austin?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, thank you. Acknowledgement of the paid list of bills. Are there any questions on the list of bills? Any comments?
No.
All righty. We will move on to the next item. This would be the Town Administrator's Report. Administrator Powell.
Yes, Mayor, thank you. So this will be pretty short. Town staff will be submitting 2 applications for community development block grant funding through Weld County. This grant is for sidewalk gaps and ADA compliant ramps in areas that need those. The reason for 2 submissions is there are 2022 funds still available. And so we will also be applying for those funds as well as 2023 funds. These grants can only be used in areas of town in which over 50% of the residents fall into the low to moderate income level. So those were submitted today, and we'll know probably on the 2022 relatively soon. 2023, I think it won't be until at least March or April. In previous administrator reports, I have mentioned that the town's application and presentation to the Department of Local Affairs for Energy and Mineral Impact Funds for the Cherry Street Storm Water Project. We received notice on Thursday, December 22nd, that we have been awarded the maximum grant amount of $750,000. So we got it.
Thank you very much for your efforts on that, Administrator
Yes.
Powell.
Congratulations.
It was a full staff effort. John Rabus, Carrie, Brian Campbell. So it was, yes, I'm excited.
Fantastic.
That's it.
I'd like to have an announcement of the town that shows how much the project is costing and the fact that we got this $750,000 grant so that we can share it with the citizens and let them know how we stretch the tax dollars using these grants. So if we could put that out for publication, it would be appreciated.
Sure, we certainly will. The project itself is about $1.5 million, if I'm not mistaken, and so the $750,000 is tremendous towards this project.
Correct.
So, and there was 51 applicants we went up against. I mean, others received funding as well, but I was really excited that we were awarded the full amount that we could for this grant.
Great.
So,
Any questions for the town administrator? Nope. All right, we have 2 items on the consent agenda. We have Resolution 22-25, support of Town of Milliken's grant application to Weld County for a Community Development Block Grant, and the consideration and approval of agreement with True Green. Can I get a motion on the consent agenda?
Move to approve the consent agenda. Second.
Town clerk, please call for a vote.
Trustee Meisner?
Yes.
Trustee Wakeman?
Yes.
Trustee Beckman?
Yes.
Trustee Dean?
Yes.
Trustee Lane?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Ehrlich?
Yes.
Mayor Austin?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Did anybody attend any board members attend any meetings that they want to report on?
Leron had an announcement.
yeah, I thought Mayor Pro Tem Ehrlich had an announcement.
That's correct, he does.
Yeah, I think Dudley from the executive director of TRPR made a news release last Tuesday that the Mad Rush Golf Course operations will now be part of TRPR starting January 1.
Wonderful.
And the restaurant up there, Leron, can you enlighten us, or Mayor Pro Tem Ehrlich, can you enlighten us on?
For preliminary information is they're going to turn it into an event center for weddings and parties and stuff like that. It won't be a full operational restaurant, and the plans at least in the near future.
Terrific. Well, it's good news for our town. Thank you very much. Okay, and then Chief is going to update us. We have written reports from the police department. Citizens seem to have a few concerns about stolen vehicles. So he's going to talk to us a little bit about some of those issues. Chief Garcia.
Thank you, Mayor, and members of the board. Sorry, Steve. So I'll give you a little update on some of the stolen vehicles that we've been having. Actually, in November, we had 0. There were 0 in November. The previous months, we had, 1 to 2, not too many. But in December, we had 2, but those were recovered up in Greeley. Now, one of the things that we're doing to help citizens and remind citizens that, it's cold out there, puffing season is here. We get a lot of puffers out there. A lot of folks leaving their cars running, keys in the vehicles. One of the vehicles that we had stolen, the keys were actually in the vehicle. That vehicle was recovered. So just to remind citizens that, there is a puffing law, and we do have officers out there in the mornings checking for these vehicles, making sure if they do see a vehicle that's running, they go contact the owner. But we also had an officer that made some of these cards for us. What we do is we put these on the windshields. We give them out to citizens if anybody wants to come into the police department and take a look or grab one of these. There's a little scan code there. If you scan it with your phone, it takes you to a website, and it gives you different ideas, safety, ideas of what you can do, what you cannot do for vehicles. So it kind of explains the law a little bit as well. So that's one of the things that we're trying to do to prevent stolen vehicles.
So if they're warming up their vehicle and it's locked, is that allowed or not allowed?
Well, per the law, there's a few security measures that you can take. One of them is the keyless fobs. If you start your vehicle from inside, you can do that because, obviously they can't take off in your vehicle. So there's several security measures that they can take per the law that allows them to have their car running.
And does the club that goes over the wheel, does that help a lot as a deterrent because you can see it, or?
It is a deterrent, and that's one of the security measures that's allowed by the state law. So a lot of it is a deterrent. And what we're finding is it's a crime of opportunity. You open that door, they get in, and they're gone. But if they see some of those, if they see a club on the steering wheel, it's just going to deter them from trying to get in there and getting it.
Okay. All right, because I noticed that somebody also published that apparently a white truck tried to punch a hole in their gas tank up here off of Highway 60 somewhere. Were you aware of that one too?
No.
No? Price of gas has gone down, so I'm not quite understanding that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay. All right, any other crime updates for us?
No, actually, crime has been pretty low. We do have a lot of traffic accidents that we've been investigating up on Highway 60 and Traders. Again, as we talked about before, is that a lot of it is driver error. People pulling out in front of other cars. We just had a traffic accident last week.
That's on Centennial Drive.
Up on Centennial Drive, driver pulled out, vehicle swerved, lost control, swerved into the oncoming lane and hit a water truck.
So you can't, when you're going, you can't see if there's one car turning and you're going straight, that car can't see the car going straight on 60 that's pulling out onto 60. I've seen it multiple times now and right in front of me, and I don't know what needs to be done at that intersection, but CDOT should be let know that. I don't know if there needs to be widened or who knows, but if it's a little car behind a bigger one that's turning, they pull out because they think they're free, and it happens multiple times. I saw that motorcycle one right in front of me. So, and I think that's like the biggest problem. People aren't waiting,
Yeah, that's a part of it, as people aren't waiting to make sure they have clear line of sight, especially on a highway when people are going anywhere from 45 to 55 miles an hour.
Because it's the exact same problem that happens at the Buffalo Farm when people turning off of 46, whatever that road is, to come into town, and that turn lane, they're turning, and there's people going straight, and they nail them. So it's exactly.
Yeah, there are some reports that we get from the drivers that say they can't see the oncoming car.
Yeah.
Because they're coming about 45 to 55 miles per hour.
Yeah.
So when it turns, the vehicle comes.
Yeah, it's right
and that's
there.
when they see it.
Yeah.
So
It's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should that be a special factor for DOT to take into consideration that we need a stoplight there when we have this special circumstance?
Yes, and I believe that information was given to.
It was given to them
CDOT.
when we asked for the warrant study at that area, and that should have been taken in consideration also when they were doing the speed study through town. So until we receive the speed study and the school zone study back from them, we won't know what they've determined.
And we're expecting that speed study any day, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
This last accident, no one was killed, right? The person in the pickup truck looked like they were aware of what was going on.
Just minor injuries. Yeah, so nobody was killed there.
The truck was demolished. The back end was just demolished.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And we're glad it was just minor injuries there. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your update on our crime report.
You're welcome. And I do have something else to pass on.
Oh, yes.
I was informed today that the collection services is up and running. So that is up and running. So we'll be able to collect our fees for some of our outstanding tickets or fees and fines.
Okay.
So that's up and running.
Great.
Thanks to Natasha for getting that going. So we appreciate that.
Appreciate it a lot. Any questions for Chief Garcia? No? Well, have a happy New Year's.
Thank you. You as well.
Okay. Is there any other business come before the board? Hearing none, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We're out. Thank you. Everybody have a nice day.